of our players who have fought really again to get to this spot.
They're both really strong players. Oh my goodness, what a game!
And we are ready to get this match underway.
Good morning from WARMACHINE Weekend 2015. I'm Ed Bourelle, Creative Director for Privateer Press.
And I'm Michael Plummer, Convention Manager for Privateer Press.
And we are here at day 2 of the Iron Gauntlets. These are the gauntlet rounds. 2 75-point armies facing off on 75-point death clocks. We've got 2 great players. We've got, who do we have? We have Brian White and we have Josh Carpentier.
Yep. Josh Carpentier is going to be playing Trollbloods today. He's going to be playing Horlick Doomshaper, the Dire Prophet, and they're going to be playing the close quarters scenario. Now, in close quarters, they've got a kill box, so they need to make sure that they hit the center of the table. Shouldn't be a problem for Horlick, but the Harbinger might want to stay a little further back, so that'll be a challenge for him. We're going to be looking for 5 CPs to win the game, or a Warcaster Warlock Assassination. Friendly flag dominate worth 1 CP, enemy flag control worth 1, and an enemy flag dominate worth 2. Continuing on to speak a little bit about his Dire Prophet list, we've got Horlick Doomshaper, the Dire Prophet, with the Scroll Bearer, of course. He has both Mulg the Ancient and Roke, a Troll Bouncer, a Pyre Troll, a Storm Troll, a Troll Axer, joined by Janissa Stonetide, a Stone Scribe Chronicler, 2 little sets of Troll Whelps, they're solos, not units.
Yep.
A full unit of Long Riders, a full unit of Krill Stonebearer and Stone Scribes with the Stone Scribe Elder, a full unit of Krill Warriors with the Standard and Piper, and a single Caber Thrower. So a lot of meat in that list, a lot of tough, a lot of big beasts, Mulg, Roke. I think it's going to be a really fun game to watch and going to be tough to chew through.
This game is going to be a grind because Brian White's got his Harbinger of Menoth list. We saw a lot of this list yesterday, but with the Harbinger in his battle group, he's got a Devout and a Reckoner, and then we go into a massive list of things that the Harbinger can pick and choose when they die. So we've got High Exemplar Gravis, Nisia Tear of Vengeance, High Paladin Darton Vilman, a High Exemplar Sinestral and an Errant Sinestral, a Vassal, Rack, the Covenant of Menoth. From the Merc side, we've got Kel Baylock and Saxon Auric, give a little bit of support. And then when it comes to the units, we've got a Choir of Menoth, a minimum, just to keep those 2 jacks supported. What else we got here? It's a long list. Ready for this? There's more. We've got a full unit of Daughters of the Flame. I guess they only come in full units. 2 units of Knights Exemplar, Exemplar Vengers full unit, Visigoth Roven and his Honor Guard, and a full unit of Exemplar Errants with the Officer and Standard.
That is a lot of models on the table.
This is going to be a slog. We've got 1 army that's tough to kill, and we've got 1 army, well,
that doesn't die.
Just doesn't die.
Yeah.
Or Brian's going to get to pick and choose who dies and where they die.
So Josh is starting his deployment here. We already see the Dire Prophets on the table. He's placed Mulg. Looks like he's got his Krill Warriors over on the left flank there. His left, I guess, our right. He's setting up the Krillstone behind everyone now. The Pirate Troll's already out there. Looks like maybe he has not placed Rock yet, so I was mistaken there. But it looks like he's got a nice wide frontage, which is really hard not to do in a 75-point game. But, I mean, looking at the terrain, there's a water feature in front of him, so, you know, probably maybe regretting not having an Earthborn there, but still going to be okay. Lucky for Brian, the water's not on his side, so there's not too much fear of a jack making it that far up the table, at least not quickly.
No.
I don't know. Like looking at the table, it's pretty evenly set, and I don't think it's going to have any problems anywhere on the table. It's going to be interesting to see where the fights happen here.
Absolutely. This is going to be a grind, guys.
Yeah,
So strap in, get some chips.
Yeah, make a sandwich. You're going to be here a while.
Or somebody would make me a sandwich.
Yeah, well, you and me both. And setting up his Long Riders over there on that left flank. The Troll Whelps are off to the side, and that's his entire setup. It looks like a lot less than it actually is from overhead.
Those 40 mil bases add up.
Yes, they do.
Again, Brian's super organized card setup there. He's literally just deploying his models over top them. I'm sure he knows this army well enough that he doesn't need to see them to know how far they can run in the first round.
Yeah, they're hopefully going to move off the cards.
We've got our infamous pool from yesterday. Watch, not a single model will enter it today, despite it being in the middle of the table.
Sure.
Because, take it, Hungerford. We had a lot of fun here yesterday. Hope everybody got to join in and see some of the awesome games that we had. We get a little slap happy as the day goes on, and I think we're probably going to start there today. So.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's you and me, so I think that's a definite. Behind our players, you can see the rest of the wonderful people here playing and enjoying WARMACHINE Weekend. Just want to give a little shout-out again. I did it yesterday. I'll do it today to Carl Morgan. He runs a great show. They do a lot to welcome us as their guests. And for all the attendees that are here, everyone's having a great time. I love WARMACHINE Weekend. It's a great community show. If you've never made the opportunity to come out to WARMACHINE Weekend here in St. Louis, it's a great show, and you should definitely make the pilgrimage at least once.
These guys are absolutely wonderful. They put on a great show. Love Carl Morgan, and I think this is my 5th year at WARMACHINE Weekend,
yep.
And I hope to keep coming back.
So, just so you know, viewers at home, we're going to be streaming today. We'll be streaming 2 rounds of Iron Gauntlet. So we're going to be streaming this game and the next one, the finals. So you'll be able to find out who wins this qualifier for the Iron Gauntlet World Championship. And then tomorrow we will be streaming one game of every round of the WARMACHINE Weekend Invitational. People have been playing all year long at different qualifying events throughout the country, and they're invited to come here to WARMACHINE Weekend and play in a giant tour de force tournament of some of the best players in the world. I'm really excited to see how that one goes and watch some of those games. It's always a highlight of the show.
I may be wrong, but I think that the WARMACHINE Weekend Invitational was the first invitational format for HORDES and WARMACHINE.
I believe that's true. Yep, it's been around for a while. It's a lot of fun. It's a tough tournament. I had the pleasure of playing in it once myself. I lost every single game I played. These are good players.
They don't mess around.
So looks like Brian's deploying his seneschals up there at the front of the AD.
And
the handshake happens and game begins. Trolls turn 1. So Krill Warriors starting off the fight with a run, turn 1, and avoiding that pool as we hoped.
Somebody's going in the pool. It's right in the middle.
They have to. I think it's going to be a pretty standard first turn. There's going to be a lot of running. There's not, he doesn't have a whole lot of shooting in this list. He's Ruck Spray, and I think that's it. The Pyre Troll, the Lightning Troll. So I think we're going to see a lot of running, trying to cover a lot of frontage with the Krill Warriors. I think he's going to use the Long Riders on the flank as much as possible, and hopefully as an answer to those Vengers and all those heavies on the other side. Like, I don't know. Looking at the setup here, the Errants, they have a nice wide front up the table. Looks like there's a bunch of Exemplar on the left flank, the top of the table that you're looking at now, which is a good place for them because those heavies are going to take a beating, especially under Doomshaper's feet. Doomshaper's feet is absolutely brutal. I don't know. Yeah, obviously, it's too early to call anything, but I think it's going to be a really, really well-played game, and it could go to either side. I don't even have a prediction at this point.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see those the Long Riders and the Vengers smash into each other.
Absolutely.
They've got some support over there from Gravis.
Okay, so the Long Riders are running as well. They are super fast. Josh being very careful with his placements, getting his models exactly where he wants them, trying to get as much out of the speed that he has as he can.
Brian is going to be able to get to those flags a lot faster and potentially blockade them a little bit. We'll see.
We'll see. I mean, Rock's right up there now, and Mulg is slow, but not if he gets hit. Not that there's a whole lot of shooting on the other side, but, I mean, Mulg and Rock are both going to be really high priority targets for this game. And the thing with hitting Mulg is if you hit Mulg and he doesn't die, he just comes to say hello and give you a hug with his big old club. A little bit of think tank happening. He's kind of looking at surveying what's on the other side of the table. I know I wouldn't want to play this game. That's a lot of exemplars. It's a lot of Weapon Master. I would be terrified. I'm also not very good at this game compared to these players.
Yeah, Schick was poking at me for my love of playing against the Protectorate of Menoth a little bit, and then here I am doing commentary on them.
So you're a big fan of playing against the Protectorate?
It's a lot of fun, but yeah, they just their tricks get under my skin.
Yeah.
Cricks, because that's my go-to faction.
Oh, yeah, you must love playing against the Harbinger with all that infantry.
Yep.
That's one thing that I see in this game. I mean, the Krill Warriors need to worry about the feet. Everyone else, I mean, the Long Riders can survive moving through it if they need to. There's a lot of heavies over there. The Beasts should be fine without it, especially with the hyper regeneration from Doom Shaper. They're going to be healing D3 points every turn during their activation.
Right.
I don't know. I think that the feed is almost a non-issue for the Trolls in this game. So Janice is setting her rock wall. Using it to give herself cover, and I'm assuming Doom Shaper is going to move up there as well, probably cast Implacability.
I believe that's one of our Iron Arena prize rock walls.
That is an Iron Arena rock wall.
A lot of people here at the show enjoying some more casual format up in the Iron Arena.
Absolutely, yeah. It's one thing they did this year is they split up the Iron Arena and the tournaments into 2 separate rooms. So there's actually a lot more room for Iron Arena here than there's ever been before, and a lot of people having a lot of fun with that. And Krillston's activating. It looks like it has 1 Fury on it. Pretty standard Doomsaber chart. And the Elder is using combat warding. For those of you at home that don't know combat warding, it means that continuous effects on friendly faction models will expire automatically. So against the Protectorate, a nice thing to have. Not that there's a whole lot of fire over there.
And we're off with Protectorate. Brian allocating some focus. 1 each to the Warjacks. Kel's going to move up and put his toe in the forest. May as well take a shot at a Creel Warrior, right?
Yeah, he has range.
Get a tough roll, and first blood of the game goes to the Protectorate. Daughter's running up, getting out in front of that flag to receive a charge from Creelstone Warriors.
They're so fast.
Yep. And that defense 15 might keep them alive, but they're going to have a lot of Trollkin coming at them.
They do have a lot of Trollkin coming at them, and the Creel Warriors, they're nothing to sneeze at. I mean, Mat 5 base is not the best, but it'll be okay. They do have some abilities that help them out. If I remember correctly, yeah, if they use further, they get a +2 to attack and damage rolls. They don't need the damage rolls against the Daughters or even necessarily the Exemplars with their POW 10s and a charge, but going up to Mat 7 effective would be very helpful for them.
Right.
Still need 8s.
The Errants have run up, as has Nicaea and the Errant Seneschal. Everybody just running up and getting position. There's going to be prime picking for targets on...
Yeah, I mean, yes,
on
that's
Josh's turn.
Definitely true. I mean, that Storm Troll's in a good place with its Electro Leaps. It's probably going to be able to take out 1 or 2 errands. But, I mean, you never know when the Harbinger's on the table what's actually going to die.
Saxon goes up alongside the little Quonset hut. And Vilman hustles up the battlefield. Hustle meaning run. As does Gravis. And we're swapping in a proxy base to represent Gravis since he is partially up on that hill and a...
Pretty top-heavy model.
Yeah, big model. The Exemplars on that far left flank run up. Looking for some sword versus troll action.
So the other game that is going on right now is Brett Vogel playing Kruger 2 versus Jordan Knox Asphyxius 3.
One of these guys is going to go on against the winner of this game for the final round. So one of the two people in the game we're watching right now is going to go on, and then it's either going to be versus Kruger 2, or sorry, versus Circle, or versus Crix with Brett Vogel and Jordan Natch.
Jordan Knox.
Knock, sorry. He even phonetically spelled it out on our note, and I still screwed it up. And stop laughing at me, Tony. I try real hard. All right, so things are happening. Lots more running. I mean, look at that mass of troops.
Yeah, it's
he's moved 400 of his 700 models.
He's almost done. It's not too bad.
No. He didn't clock himself yet.
Yes, he did not clock. Didn't clock himself on the first turn. Brian's got that really fun Harbinger conversion painted up like the Statue of Liberty.
Yep.
Makes her nice and easy to pick out.
And even the choir runs.
That's turn 1. Trollbloods beginning, second turn. Gathering up all that fury, leeching it up into the Dire Prophet.
And there's that other game we were just talking about happening in the background.
Yep, right behind you.
Yep.
It's a lot of models. No threshold checks. Who's able to leech all the fury. And he's going into the tank.
Yeah, you know that cross arms. Start thinking.
You know, Hungerford makes fun of me.
We got to
for
start
it.
talking.
Hungerford makes fun of me for it every time I commentate with him, but I really love watching the nervous tics the players have, the things that they like to do while they're thinking or waiting. I don't know. I think it's fascinating.
Well, the strategy here, I mean, is intense, and just being able to know what you've got across the battlefield from you, and then weigh the odds, and frankly, the retaliation. Why he could get some decent alpha strike. The strike that comes back is going to be against some.
It's going to hit real hard,
and some really valuable models there.
And especially against some of the stuff on the other side of the table. I mean, like every one of the Knights Exemplar he kills just makes the counter strike that much harder. The errants are so annoying to play against sometimes. Like you kill this one and that one dies, and then you attack that one and that one over there dies, and you're like, I need to clear this lane.
Self-sacrifice, yes.
It is awful to play against sometimes when it can be so frustrating and tilting. And I mean, we all know I tilt. It's bad.
Storm Troll puts his animus up.
I believe it's Electric Fists or something along those lines. Let me pull it up here. Lightning Fists. And he's shooting. Kind of what I expected. Boosting the hit. Rolling some dice. Hits and bounces to 2 more additional models. Making some damage rolls, and looks like 1 model killed. And back in the tank.
1 activation at a time.
Man, the amount of thought that goes into a game of War Machine that's this intense and this large.
There's just a lot of Weapon Master over there on that flank versus his heavies.
Yeah. So the Krill Warriors, like I expected, using Fervor and receiving a charge order. Looks like charging into some errants so far.
It's Daughters of the Flame.
Errants above, Daughters of the Flame on the bottom.
Oh, you're right. That was an exemplar. Can be a little hard to see sometimes.
There's a lot of models on the table. So, Caber Tosser charging a Daughter of the Flame. Gonna hit her in the face with a big rock column. And looks like the rest of them are gonna run.
That's really going to set Brian up for big counter charge.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot coming back, but I don't think he's too concerned with the Krill Warriors, right? Krill Warriors 6-point unit, 2 points for a UA, so looking at a 9-point swing there, and if that can buy him another turn for his long riders and for the beast to kind of chew through that top flank, the left flank. I mean, all right, making some attack rolls with an awe, so that's a -2 to hit. Oh, and the Lightning Fists went onto the Krill Warriors, so they have Electro Leap now. On that one Krill Warrior.
Right. I missed that while we were screwing around.
So an Errant dies, Gravis gets a soul. Camber Tosser misses the daughter, no surprises there.
Def 15, and so one thing to note is in his game yesterday, Brian feeded on the first turn. Here he did not. I think it may be simply because the feat's not going to be nearly as effective against these trolls right now. So hopefully he wants to maybe get a little bit more of them in there. I'm not really sure.
I think he wants the Krillstone. I mean, like, he's so far back right now from one another that what I would do if I was the Harbinger player with that feat. I mean, you know that the beasts they're not going to take anything from it. The long riders aren't going to take anything from it. It matters. And, like, yeah, you're going to get a bunch of Krill Warriors, but he's got so many bodies on the table, he's not going to have problems killing the Krill Warriors. So what I would do is I'd save that feat and save it for a turn when other things are going to want to advance, and if I can keep that Krillstone from moving, I can keep them from having armor for my retaliation.
Sounds viable. Plummer's a thinking man. We do have a troll in the pool now.
Pool party! Woo!
So I don't know if that makes Hungerford happy or sad.
I don't really care.
Bit of both. I can use the Telestrator. What do I want to telestrate?
So Ed,
this pool got a lot of love in yesterday's commentary, including a whole lot of behind-the-scenes cracking up from the crew here.
so a couple more models joining the pool party.
We got a beast in the pool now.
Yep, looks like a bouncer in there. Trying to make sure there's no unwanted guests at that pool party. And I think that's the Stone Scribe Chronicler advancing in the back. And back in the tank. Thinking all the time. It's one of the reasons I'm not a very good War Machine player, War Machine Hordes player. I don't think. I just YOLO my way in.
Yeah, Plummer, you put together our events all year long, and we seem to get through them just fine. I think you're a pretty good planner. You just...
Sure, not when I play War Machine.
Yeah.
You're usually the one beating me.
Well, you know, I am a very, very competitive player at this game. I really know the ins and outs of
absolutely
every single model that there is. So I practice daily.
Uh-huh. There's some fury going down on beasts. Things are happening. Looks like Mulg running. Dipping his toe in the pool. The water's fine. I don't know what I would do here. Like, I don't even have a plan. Genesis is advancing. I bet she puts a wall in front of the beasts. Big surprise. Just giving a little bit of safety from charges and all that. Don't want weapon masters charging your heavies before they have a chance to do anything.
That's for sure.
Seems like a bad plan. Ruck getting behind the wall as well.
Look at all these trolls hiding. What's going on?
I mean, they're not really hiding. They're very tall. That wall is pretty short.
This is going to turn into a mess.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah. This gets ugly next turn.
I'm kind of glad that we've at least got armies on different sized bases, so we'll be able to tell them apart.
Yeah, right?
Because
they're all blue.
Yeah, the scrum is going to be hard to discern who's who. Doom Shaper 3 is getting Flaming Fist.
And dumping some Fury into the vault. Leaving him with 3 transfers, if anything can get to him next turn, which I don't think it can. Drops himself down to 1 because he's got some Fury on the board and advancing. Ready to go. I think Doom Shaper 3 is my favorite Doom Shaper right now. Like, I watched a game with him yesterday, and all I could think was how much I would love to play Doomy 3.
Great rules, beautiful model. Yeah, I think he's going to be real popular.
I don't think I can bring myself to paint another army, so I won't play Doom Shaper 3, but I would like to. There's only so much storage space. And Trollbloods are done. Moving on back to the Protectorate.
All right.
What do you think is going to happen here, Ed?
I would just be completely locked up, to tell you the truth. Brian did he just confirm no allocations?
Seems like it.
Right off the bat, Kel's going to see if he can shoot himself another Trollkin.
Does it? No tough.
And no tough. Killer Kel, dual shot.
No tough. Troll. It's what's for dinner.
Yeah, well, those tough rolls are going to turn around right when Josh needs them.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
Like
that's kind of how tough works, right?
Yep.
Like, oh, this guy's in your charge lane?
Hot and cold.
I made 8 tough checks.
Yes. Check some control area.
Oh, I thought yeah, that's Harbinger.
Mm-hmm. She's got 10 focus on her right now.
That makes her what, like armor 11?
Whoa. War Room's going crazy on me. Yeah, 24 armor.
Yeah. No, I mean, she's not going to have 10 on her at the end of the turn, right? She's going to do something.
Yep.
Another Crew Warrior down. So you didn't need the feat.
No, not at all. So Nisia is murdering things and then sprinting, getting up there in the Long Rider's face. She's real brave. She had some real staying power in his game yesterday, so we'll see if she maintains her pest level 11.
She's one of my favorite models, characters in the Protectorate. Something about super violent, angry widow.
Yep. She's nice and dark. We got some Knights Exemplar. Moving up, chopping up some fools.
Those exemplars or are those the errants?
I believe it's the
think it's the
unit of
errants.
exemplars.
Oh, maybe.
I could be insane. I am. It's. You're right. It's the errants. Protectorate models are doing things.
Yep.
Next turn, some Trollkin models will do some things.
It's the knights. Attacking another Krill Warrior. No damage. Another attack on the Krill Warrior. Checking that. Another attack, Krill Warrior.
His damage rolls are not
No damage.
Not coming up. There we go.
Tough check. And he does it. Not tough that time.
So we've got a
Quick work shot.
shooting. That quick work is nice for Brian.
Yeah. little bit less for Josh. He's still got a lot of that unit left, though.
No, I mean, Errants and Krill Warriors, two big units.
Tough check. And he passes. And one thing to note is that those Krill Warriors will not be knocked down when they make their tough checks because the Piper and Standard give them steady. Thought this is a flame activating now.
And they are charging. Acrobatics is letting them just move through everything they want to.
You know what else will let you do that? Cheating.
I know nothing about that.
Oh, that's
I play
how I would
Cricks. Anatomical precision will help overcome that power plus strength 9.
Failed tough check.
And the 2 attacks will help overcome tough.
That's correct. So far, we've seen 2 go down.
Twin Terrors players, pairings are up over here in the green. You should be doing recon.
And field promotion and
More stabbing.
2 more dead. Wow. Well, okay then.
Yes, let's nuke the one thing that the feet might be really good for.
Senior Pro Tour players.
I'm telling you.
With little bitty knives.
4 minutes.
But you're right that
It's for the Krillstone,
it's for
right?
the Krillstone.
They're armed 13, and then the stone itself will give them +2, so they're 15s. It just means they can't move for a turn, and anything you do to neutralize that, man.
We're going to see a pretty decent Venger charge here.
Oh, yeah. One into a Long Rider, sure. Seems like a plan. And then the rest
That's the
running.
one.
So, decent.
Yeah, that's right. I was thinking that he could get Kel out of the way, but Kel
Kel
already
already
activated
went.
this
Yep.
turn.
So they're going to eat something back from the Long Riders.
Only if the Harbinger wants them to.
That's very true.
I'm going to choose not to die. Thank you.
You got to be careful with that, though, right? Like, you've only got so many boxes.
That Long Rider takes 5 points of damage.
Leaving it with 3.
Roven and his Honor Guard are advancing up.
You could say that they're roving up the field.
We're back. Here comes Vilman. What you going to do, Vilman? Advance, impervious wall. Right in the middle of the fray. Right on top of the corpses of a whole bunch of Creo warriors.
There is still half a table of models left.
Yep.
What is even happening?
Gravis comes back briefly onto the table, but he is still our proxy base. And he's marking the rough position. More measuring of things, checking the distance of the flag. And Harbinger pops her feet and charges her own Cav model. Fails the charge and is sitting there with 24 armor. So she will be dominating that flag for 1 CP at the end of his turn. Choir is going to... Oh, sorry. That was the Covenant. And he did no spells.
Running Seneschal.
Running right over into the middle of all those other massive models.
Just wants to go hang out with his friends.
I guess.
I mean, you know what happened here, right?
Yep.
Is that the Dire Prophet decided to throw a pool party and didn't invite the Harbinger and friends, so they're crashing the party.
So you're saying that the Harbinger is going to get in the pool?
Maybe. That's her entire goal here, right?
Well, we'll have Will Hungerford, our
This,
I don't know what he does for us. Organized play, something. He can write a scenario.
I mean, this isn't about raging battles across Imran. This is about not getting invited to a party. This is a fight I can understand.
Choir advancing.
She even brought music.
She even brought her own music. And they're singing for passage. So, no non-magical ranged attacks.
All right, so we see Josh picking up his tokens, leeching Dat Fury, and just throwing stuff all over the table.
Protector scores a point for dominating that spot.
Correct.
So Brian pops up 1-0 after his second turn.
So now Josh has to start thinking about getting the Harbinger off that flag, or at least contesting.
That's not going to be very fun. And he's
No.
got a bunch of models in there that he can, simply martyrdom to keep from opening a spot for him to get any trolls in there. But he's going to have to do more than dominate a friendly flag to win this game, right? 1 CP around for 5 rounds is
That could absolutely happen, Ed.
right. I forgot which armies are facing off.
Yeah, we have all the time in the world.
Hey, the clocks are down on each side to under an hour.
That's happening.
He could just kill the Harbinger.
Sure. Yeah, that's good advice.
Never happened.
I mean, it might. See some more well-known faces behind the crowd. You got AK there in his signature hat, and Mr. Ryan Chiraboga enjoying a soda.
He's been to Fuzzy's Tacos.
He did go to Fuzzy's Tacos.
They're going to have to pay us for that prompt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Free tacos at least.
We might have to pay them for putting their name in this.
Maybe.
Depends how many more dad jokes I tell.
We'll be there for Dosaritas later, kids.
That's right.
Josh really taking his time and eyeballing the swarm of little armored dudes in front of him. Crunchy on the outside and soft and gooey in the middle. All good knights. The Pyre Troll firing a shot at the Exemplar. An Exemplar boosts it. Checking with the blast key.
So Gravis gets a soul. Something dies. He's rolling more dice.
Yep, rolling that blast damage. We got some
Looks like not enough.
little flaming dudes. Fighting fire with fire.
Quite literally.
Literally.
Doomshaper using his feet. Man, Doomshaper's feet's so good.
Why don't you tell everybody what it does?
So it gives his battle group. Is it just his battle group? Let me look. Checking my war room over here. Yeah, so it gives his battle group and his entire battle group in his control area is going to get an additional die on their attack rolls, so they're going to be way more accurate. And then during the next turn, if he hits someone, if a model in his battle group gets hit by an attack, it's one less damage die. So they're going to be looking at the weapon master's charging. He'll get 3 instead of 4, which is a big deal. Non-charge attacks will be 1 die, et cetera, et cetera. And then if they take a damage, if a beast takes damage,
They heal.
They heal on top of healing at the start of their activation the next turn. So
It's like getting smacked with medicine.
yeah, it's going to be it's like getting hit with a bunch of pillows.
Don't use Hungerford's example.
That was my example yesterday.
Sometimes I get you two mixed up.
That's very easy to do. I'm the pretty one.
Not a lie.
So he used the feet. Now he's like, wait a minute. Now what?
Well, I would suggest smashing things with your War Beast.
That's
I'm just
probably
going to go
a
out
plan.
on a limb and say,
Like Mold can definitely kill one of those exemplars.
get in there. Yes. And I'm answering my
Tony just asked Ed a question.
my
He
producer
decided
out loud
to,
on the mic.
Decided to answer
I
out
should
loud.
be giving him hand signals. Here's a hand signal for you, Tony.
It's a family show, Ed.
We're not on the screen. You're not even wearing pants, Plummer.
And? So admonition on Mulg. Mulg's going to get out of the pool for a minute to tell these people they just need to go home. And if anybody tries to get in, he's just going to get right back in the pool because he's just here to party.
Oh, I think he's about to have a party.
Yo, Mulg's ready to party. So the Krillstone's doing +1 strength. And let's not forget the Harbinger's feet is up as well.
Right.
So
Lots of not moving.
lots of. Making some clarifications with the judge. Praying for fervor with the Krill Warriors.
Making an attack. I'm not sure who he attacked.
Doing some damage on a dude. I know that because he marked a card with a pen. All right. Measuring control area. And rubbing his nose.
It happens.
Yeah.
I think I was actually rubbing mine when we came on screen earlier.
Well, we can always go back and check. See if that's the case. So, looks like We saw a rush on the table, and I think it was the Axe for casting it on himself.
Yes, it was.
So Axe is going to get in there, probably Thresher.
Oh, yeah.
Gets in front of the flag. Just kind of adjusting that position to get the most value out of what's about to come.
Swinging an axe in a big arc.
Yeah. Looking at some damage roll. And Axer takes 2.
I see why Brian needs to keep his cards as organized as they are, because there are a ton of them.
Yeah, it would be like a digest. So, three Knights Exemplar dead.
And Gravis gets a soul. He's all full up.
Yeah, it's a smart move for Gravis. You know, getting full up before he gets to the party. Doesn't want to eat too many snacks, unhealthy things.
Unleash that Crusader's Requiem. Lots and lots of smashing.
And more careful thought. Where does he want to go? What does he want to do? What I think is going to happen here is I think that Rock's going to go up. I think Rock's going to spray, try and take out some more of the models that are in front of that Reckoner. And I don't know what the distance is. I can't really see from where the screen is right now. But I think he's going to try and get Mulligan to that Reckoner. I don't know if he can. It's real far. But
I don't know.
I mean, because I mean, what else does Mulg want to hit? Mulg doesn't want to walk up and like start hitting dudes, right?
No, not at all.
That seems like overkill.
Storm Troll. Gonna electrify some dudes.
Putting the Animus on Rock. So Lightning Fists on Rock.
Let's do a little drawing here. So, where's our Reckoner? He's got to clear out at least 2 guys here.
At least.
If he wants to get Mulligan there. Yep, and that's exactly what he's trying to do.
So I think we're going to see some martyrdoms here.
And he's boosting the leap. Can you do that? Can you? I might have misheard our judge.
Let me check. I don't play Trolls. Play a little bit of Signar, but not much.
It looks
Yep.
like Mulg's
Sure
got a lane now.
Yeah?
But he is still moving Rock in first.
I'm gonna take a look at what Rock does. So he can assault, so that's great. He's Berserk. He's only getting in on 1 model, it looks like, so Berserk's not gonna help much.
No damage from the feet.
Yeah, well, that's not shocking. And using a proxy base to show where Rock's gonna end up. Some very precise play here, as we're very used to seeing with these Iron Gauntlet games.
Wants to get maximize that assault spray.
Rock sprays. So he's getting 2 exemplars, it looks like. The Covenant.
Plus the Covenant and the Reckoner.
And the Reckoner. This is a POW 14 spray. Shouldn't be all that. It's only a 6-inch spray.
Yeah. I mean, look at the size of 3 50 mil bases. That's your 6 inches.
Oh, yeah, okay. That might...
He probably just clips the Covenant.
Okay, yeah. Fair enough. So, oh, was that on the Covenant that he crit? So the Covenant is stationary.
Yeah.
Probably hoping for that on the Reckoner. Mulg.
There comes
Attempting
Mulg.
charge, yep. Just like I thought. So there's Rock, and I think Mulg's going to have to be that proxy base.
Maybe not. Maybe so.
Yeah, I mean, look at Rock's axe. So, Mulg's going in with 3 dice on the Reckoner. 3 dice to hit.
I reckon he's going to get smashed.
Oh, yeah. His reckoning has come. Mulg is going to reckon the heck out of that thing.
Once was enough.
Nah.
If we're going to do it, we're going to overdo it.
It's like you don't even know me. Sure, punch and error. Why not, Mulg? Buy another attack on the Reckoner.
6 to the 2. He's taking some pretty hard hits.
Oh, yeah, that thing's already in rough shape. Eight more on the 3. I think he's got like 2 boxes left, maybe 3. Looks like he has 1 more Fury. He should be able to buy an attack here. Roll and hit. And yeah, there it goes.
Ah, yes. Free swing from Doomshaper.
Ah, yes. Mulg loves his buddy.
And we reckoned that would happen.
Okay, really, that was one too many.
I get to decide.
Since when? So the bouncer's advancing. He's just going to come up and be like, no, really, you guys need to leave. You weren't invited to this party. You need to go.
Bouncers are the ones that ask you to leave the party.
That's correct. It's the same reason that troll bouncers traditionally don't have very many friends. Okay, so he's... What's... Okay, so Long Riders activating. Ride by attacks. Kills a dude. Oh, excuse me, a daughter. So not a dude.
Moves up, takes some damage.
Moves up, takes 3.
3 points.
Oh no.
He's got an injured one out there.
He does have an injured one. I don't think the injured one's going to be moving.
I would hope not, because, yeah, average dice will kill it.
It doesn't need to, right?
2 left.
He's already stuck in.
Yep.
He hits Nicaea.
And martyrdom.
Martyrdom.
Ooh, 3 points to keep her on the table.
And seeing move on that long.
Oh, only 1 point of damage from martyrdom on Nicaea.
Oh, 7 points of damage on that Long Rider. And missing with his attack.
Well, hey, I'll trade you 7 points of damage for your model being fine.
Sure. Chronicler activating. So the Chronicler has used Tail of Mist on the Curlstone unit. So they gain concealment and feign death. She just casts a rock wall. So what's left here? Nothing. They're done. And another control point to Brian White. Harbinger's feet ends.
Impervious wall's gone off.
Not very impervious.
No. Again, with no allocation, there's only a Devout left, and he's just there to probably take hits for the Harbinger.
It's shield guard.
Yep. Vilbon's going to charge a Long Rider. Getting the positioning down. And
I think this is going to hurt.
absolutely. It's the beasts are going to be tough to crack because of Doomshaper's feet, despite the Weapon Master over there.
Everything else, though.
But, yeah, we're going to see a lot of things get mopped off that near side of the table, I think. And we've dropped a tough check, so field promote.
I mean, honestly, Harbinger's just got to get through this turn and the next one.
You're right.
I mean, she's going to score another point this turn for sure. So if she can keep him off the point next turn, that's it.
Pile models and martyrdom.
Yeah. He's...
Gaius has taken out a Long Rider.
That's one of the things I really like about watching the Iron Gauntlet games. These players really play to the scenario most of the time. I mean, you really see people shooting for that win, and then the rare occasion that I see an assassination in one of these top competitive games, it's when it just kind of opens itself up. I mean, like, and they don't take it unless it's a sure thing. And I could learn a lot from that because I love to go for the YOLO assassination.
I'm well known for overextending myself trying to pull off an assassination run, and I still haven't learned to hold back when I see the slightest opening, which is what places me firmly in Iron Arena.
Yeah. But hey, you have fun. That's what matters, right?
That's right. All right, so we're losing some more of those Long Riders.
Yep. I mean, taking 7 points of damage from her feet and failing a tough check. Ugh. Long Riders are expensive, too. 2.2 points apiece.
Yes.
That's head math.
And I see it charges in at that Long Rider.
That's a hit. Bunch of dice.
And
5
more
points.
And she
And takes out a Krill Warrior.
the Krill Warrior musician.
It's a rapid strike, correct?
Yes. And then she sprints back, and the lone Krill Warrior remaining has failed his command check.
Yep. Well, I mean, when a bunch of women come to your pool party uninvited and just start stabbing people,
Murder girls are scary.
I would leave. So we got Avengers charging.
Brian's got a lot of clock left too.
Oh yeah, I mean that last turn took a while, right? There was a lot of think tank time, and then yeah,
Avengers into the Long Riders.
this is going to be a problem, right? Because the Harbinger is on this side of the table. if he takes out these long riders, I don't really see anything on this side of the table to come and contest. Right? The Creelstone is way in the back, and it's not going to do a
It's
whole
just
bunch
not
anyway.
offensive enough to crack through what Brian is building up over here.
Another point to the long rider.
He doesn't want to go down.
No damage from the first charge attack. And then there's a tough check. And he passed. So Kill Baylock's
He's
like,
gonna shoot him.
oh, that dude fell down? I'm going to shoot him.
Tough
Makes a
and
tough check and then fails one. Yeah, things are looking a little grim for the Trolls, I think. Remembering fire checks.
right.
What a good guy. Going back and saying, you know what, let's do this now. Spending one of those 10 focus to heal.
Harbinger's at full health.
I think he's just going to try and ride this one out.
Why wouldn't you? You know, basically, it's up to Josh. Josh has got to come in and beat through his line, which simply, I don't see it happening.
Yeah, there's...
So
Someone's going to add admonition.
after being charged by an errant.
So maybe he has a plan.
He's building a big old wall.
I mean, maybe I'm not seeing something, right? Like,
Well,
I don't play Trolls.
I think he's trying to leave no room for a base to fit post trample.
Yeah, definitely doesn't want to
Because-
see a trample.
So let's do a little
Little drawing.
drawing, because if we've got Mulg here, you know, there's a few spots that he could trample to, but nothing
I don't think anywhere near the Harbinger.
anywhere near the Harbinger, and that's gonna. Mulg would be the one solution for getting this.
And I mean, it's
the
these
Harbinger off
two
here.
Avengers right here
Right.
that are the real problem. You can't trample over those, so they block. Because really, Mulg wants to end up right about
Right. Looks
here,
like he
ideally.
can probably get here. He's got nothing in this area that's going to be able to do anything about this.
Any of that, yeah. It's Seneschal's. Yep, getting in a hole. A really, really, really nice, strong defensive play from Brian White.
Oh, and then we've got Gravis, who's going to be hard to tear through.
Hello, friends. I'm here for the party. Oh, I didn't bring dip. I brought death.
And so Gravis is making sure to not be in melee with Mulg.
No,
Try
no,
to
he's
lock him in place.
Not here to party with Mulg.
Well, just give it a turn until Doomshaper's feet wears off, and then he can walk up and,
Go to town.
yeah, do a little more.
He doesn't have that kind of time, though. Well, he doesn't need it. He's just going to try and grind this out.
Devout
Devout's moving
comes
up.
up. Not even in a position to shield guard.
Doesn't need to.
Harbinger, but
what
there's
guns?
Yeah, there's really no point. Devout gets passage from the choir, so
No shooting.
no shooting.
And we're looking at running exemplars.
They're just getting in position for a counter charge on Rock.
Yep.
Saxon Orc goes up onto the hill. And I think Josh is probably going to go deep into the think tank this turn.
Yeah, I mean, what else? What else do you do? Just clarifying where a unit leader is. So 3 points for Brian.
Yep, Brian jumps up
Man, I
another control point.
I really hope Josh has a plan here. I hope he has something that just blows my mind. So he's leeching his fury, kind of looking at his options. What do you think he's thinking right now?
What the fun. I mean, he's got to know the writing's on the wall. He's got to do something desperate here, right?
mean,
He's just got to find that secret combo that is not anywhere in my head to unlock.
No. I think what he's thinking is, well, at least if this ends soon, I can go get some tacos.
I would like to think that he hasn't quite thrown in the
No,
the
of
Tal
course
Plummer
not.
style yet.
Yeah, that's true. I'd be done.
Bouncer looks to be. Oh, the bouncer frenzies.
Oh, he's real mad that these people are trying to get into this party.
On Doomshaper.
On Doomshaper.
Is that right?
Yeah, nearest enemy model, or nearest model. Or the Storm Troll?
Yep. Storm Troll. 6 points, I think he said.
Well, hopefully the bouncer wasn't a big part of whatever plan he has. And see the Dire Prophet going back on the table, replacing the proxy base.
The bouncer will be
So
reprimanded.
Pirate Troll Frenzies as well.
It's 8 points to the Axer. This is some brilliant deception, I think.
See, I think the Pirate Troll actually did invite those Knights Exemplar to the party. He's like secret friends with them, and then the Axer just killed him. Pirate Troll's upset.
I think there's a whole lot of upset trolls that keep hitting each other. It is nice to see Frenzy come into play. You run your Hordes army hot, and there's definitely risk involved.
Yep.
It's unfortunate for Josh.
Very much so. Like, you just lost 2 activations.
On a dwindling
On
list
a
of
super important
activations.
turn. But he hasn't given up. And I respect that.
That's right. You do not get to the semifinals in Iron Gauntlet by giving up.
Well, no, you get to the semifinals in Iron Gauntlet by winning games.
So, we've got
All right.
a bull rushing long rider.
And for our viewers at home that aren't familiar with Trollbloods, Bull Rush does quite a bit. He can make slams. He has to run or charge, make a slam.
So we got a Daughter of the Flame down and an extra attack made to that Venger, but no damage.
No damage. Stone Strength Pulse from the Curlstone.
And
Charge Order.
charging with your Creelstone scribes, and
I mean, they have axes.
means you're in a pickle.
Yeah.
It's like charging with the choir.
It's not like charging with the choir.
Well, okay.
I mean, they have axes. They have POW 11 axes, not POW 6 like club sticks.
Singing sticks.
Singing sticks. They're like didgeridoos. I love that word.
Wow, wow,
Didgeridoo.
wow, 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 wow.
Why did they give us microphones again?
I don't know. Yeah. Who made the list that brought me here? I think that was you.
It was. More Stone Scribes running.
Miss Nicaea, hit the Avenger.
4 damage to Avenger.
He's going to scribe the hell out of that Avenger.
Yeah. Punch him.
Battle Driven gets triggered. Hooray!
Good. Good. So that's bonus armor, bonus strength, bonus something.
Yeah, +2 strength and armor. And Pathfinder.
Huzzah!
We'll ride right through that damn pool.
Yeah. Well, I'm getting to that party.
Horse in the pool.
That's a party.
Or a National Lampoon's movie.
I love those movies.
Frequently, when Plummer says something and you hear me silent, I'm usually either nodding my head or shaking my head. And I realize everybody out there has no idea I'm doing that. And I'm not going to change it.
Why would you?
Just want people to be aware. Just imagine the reaction that I'm having to Mr. Plummer. So the Lightning Troll advances. Probably going to get some Animus on Mulg there to try to make the Harbinger martyr the crap out of herself.
Yeah.
Yep, Animus on Mulg. And shooting Gravis.
So what I'm thinking is he's going to attempt to make the Harbinger martyr like mad, and then stranglehold assassination run.
That could be.
Like, I don't know if there's a line. It might be like the tiniest line.
Okay. So they've paused the clock to check where 3 Electro Leaps off Gravis go. We've got judges Stu Liming and Chili Winters there, making sure that these two don't devolve into a one-on-one melee. Both long-running judges for Privateer Press.
Long-time players, great guys too, right? Like that's the best thing about really everyone here. Like,
Stu's
just good
okay.
people. Well,
He's a nice guy.
yeah, that's what I said.
We love you, Stu. Okay. And just a reminder for everybody else out there as they get this figured out, we are streaming Warmachine Weekend Invitational rounds tomorrow. We'll be streaming the final 3 rounds, I believe it is.
I think it's
final 2 rounds. Same bat time, same bat channel. We'll be here making fools of ourselves while some awesome players duke it out in that year-long journey to the top. So some stuff happened. Gravis took some damage. 9 points to Gravis, so that leaves him 1 point left on the horse.
Oh, I see what's happening. No, I don't. Do I?
Well, let's take a look here on the telestrate here.
So
what do you think?
Okay, I could be wrong, but if he takes out Gravis, does he have a trample that could get Mulg to the Harbinger?
I don't think there's reach, and maybe a base will fit here.
I don't know,
but it's going to be tight. But
yeah,
I think
I don't know. Like,
Gravis comes off the horse. The Harbinger martyrdoms him. Good placement. Kind of placing that small base up here a bit.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just trying to see what he's thinking. Trying to get in his head.
I feel like that any opening that pops up is going to be a mistake on Brian's part. not martyrdoming.
Potentially, well,
The right model. But then again, if he just has to continuously trigger martyrdom, at some point you've got to stop.
yep.
Right?
Because
Like,
at some
it's
point,
dangerous.
At some point, that stranglehold assassination becomes really viable. I mean, yeah, you need spike, but desperate times. Oh, looks like Doomshaper's activating. So, no to the stranglehold assassination. And Scrollbearer following up behind his buddy.
The intention is that they're base to base. Just a little.
Oh, he's retroactively triggering his rapid regeneration because it is a must occur effect, not a may occur effect.
Right. It's definitely easy to forget all of the minutia that an army requires. And in a 75-point game, you've got so many moving parts.
He's looking down the field, trying to figure out what's going on. They're having a discussion about something. Riding down that clock in the think tank.
I was going to say, Brian has almost twice the time Josh has, and will have at least twice the time by the time I think Josh wraps this turn up.
He doesn't need anything. If it doesn't happen this turn, that's game.
He put himself in a good spot. He can, yeah. Well, now, maybe it's not an assassination. Maybe it's just getting something in there to contest.
Yeah?
To stop the point count from rising.
Sure. That's very true, right? You can contest it. See, this is the problem. Always thinking about the assassination.
Yep.
That's why I'm bad at this game.
You got, Rock just
berserking,
tearing
like
up some
mad.
guys, berserking and
murdering fools.
Yep, we got some.
And he's using goad. So that's our judge, Michael Chili Winners.
They are checking.
Just the most precise checking here.
Oh, other side of that dice, Chili. There we go. There we go.
So, Roke is short with the goad. So what's left? Storm Troll went.
Mulg.
Rogue went. Just Mulg?
Mulg is left with the lightning. Lightning Mulg. And here he goes. And that's gonna. There's.
It's trample.
Yep. So he's gonna contest.
And Mulg's not easy to kill, So, wouldn't it be amazing if Mulg goes there and the next turn, Doom Shaper moves up and dominates the other flag, and it all just turns around? So Mulg's going to take a free strike from Gravis, I think.
Yes. Multiple free strikes, I believe, because I think. Oh, just the one. No damage.
No damage. And resolving all the trample attacks. Looks like one model killed.
Self-sacrifice.
Buying attack on the Venture. So now he's got to kill Mulg, or else Mulg's going to kill the Harbinger next turn.
Attention senior Pro Tour players, we have 2 raffles going on.
Martyring to keep Avenger alive.
$100 gift
1 point.
to Discount Games Incorporated. That's going to Nate White. And the second
Buying another attack on the Avenger.
hardback copy of Devastation going to Chris Payon. I am bringing your prizes to you.
Avenger's dead. We had Electro Leap into the Sinistral. Which does 4 points of damage to him.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, no, that's
I am legit impressed.
that's got to be a little unnerving to have that.
To have Mulg right there,
Dire
yeah,
Troll so close.
that's a little unnerving.
Even armor 24 isn't gonna
It's not going to stop Mulg.
save you from that. Josh has certainly put the pressure on, and passes the time over to Brian.
Don't know how many Fury points there are on that Krillstone. Or if it pulsed. I know it pulsed. I don't know how many Fury it had on it, so I don't know how big that aura
I
is.
think it has 4 or 5.
That might have Mulg in it then. That makes Mulg an absolute monster.
Twin Terrors players. 2 raffles for you guys.
All right, what do you think Brian's doing here?
City Privateer Press. The winner is David Fox. And
Putting-
for a $300 gift
Allocating to the Devout. He put 3 on the Devout.
Josh Simpson.
Yeah, Devout's going to hit stuff.
He is. What would I do in this situation?
I charge with the Harbinger.
Double boosted Cataclysm?
That's not going to kill Mulg.
That would take a good chunk out of him.
It would hurt him.
But that's a whole hell of a lot of fury. Focus, rather.
Yeah.
All right, so we got a Sinistral
Oh, Sinistral slamming.
charging Mulg. Let's put him on the ground. 5 points of damage to Mulg.
Oh, pops a whelp. I hear they're delicious.
The second attack from that Seneschal hits. Does no damage. Slams Mulg, which knocks him down because he is already there up against that Venger.
Yep.
And does 6 points. That's a decent hit.
I don't know, man. I bet. I can't believe he didn't have implacability up.
Getting those whelps out there is going to help bind up some charge lanes against Mulg.
Sure. If nothing else, he's cost him Fury, right? He's going to have to shake that if he wants to do anything with Mulg. Requires Gunnison battle for the Devout.
Mulg is down 15 wounds right now.
That's pretty a lot.
And Gravis hasn't activated.
Yep. Yep.
3 souls on him.
And Mulg has... Mulg's got 34 boxes. So almost half dead.
19 down. 19 left, rather.
And he's still got the Devout. He's still got Gravis. We might get to see an Arcane Bolt out of that Vassal.
Yeah.
Kel aims at the Whelp. I think he missed.
We got to figure out who might get hit. Looks like Kel shot Gravis, but Gravis took no damage. Snipes that Whelp. Got the second shot, so
maybe no Arcane Bolt from the Vassal.
Clear up some space.
Probably an extra attack from the Vassal.
Devout just advances.
Auto hits.
Auto hitting.
That's a
boost damage. Another 7. 12 left. Well, pops out. Those are going to contest. The second attack from the Devout hits and does a point of damage.
I mean, 1 point's 1 point, right?
Brings him down to 11. Here comes Gravis. Ride by attack. He's going to hit that Whelp and boost it. Wants to
really
kill that. Oh no! 8 more points on Mulg.
Okay. Boosting another attack on Mulg.
Yep. Another Whelp. And
that's a lot of ones.
Ooh. Well, yeah.
I mean, it happens, right?
Yep. And then clear out with the ride by attack. Mulg is
hurting.
Yeah. There's some errants behind him.
Yeah.
Again, they got to get rid of those whelps that keep mucking up the work.
Vassal advances, ancillary attack on the Devout.
And Snake Eyes.
And Snake Eyes. That's dice for you.
So the Vengers are going to do a ride by attack. I do think Josh has done an excellent job of applying pressure here and really making Brian work for this. Time to hit some long riders. 1 point of damage. Long Rider makes his tough check.
Yeah.
Starting to hit the Creel Stone now. No tough check. So the range rolls down to 6. Or the counter, rather. So they're stopping the clock. They're going to
Check something.
check some line of sight, or some charge range, rather. They're looking to see if Gaius, one of Roven's honor guard, can see Mulg.
I don't. Doesn't look like it.
His front arc is not going to do it, so he's not going to be able to charge.
Which is a thing.
Nope. So Roven does declare a charge, though. And he charges Mulg. Not enough movement to get the charge bonus. Gaius is going to charge Long Rider. And staying as far as possible, but in melee. And now one attack on a whelp. Mulg is now on fire, thanks to Roven's hit.
And that Krillstone did the +1 damage, so, or +1 strength.
Yep, and we lose a Long Rider and a whelp.
Super cool game. This is a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, I'm tensing up here, right?
Yeah.
Like, because now sort of, man, anything can happen.
We were checking Vilman's line of sight. Also looks like a no. He's gonna come up though.
Yeah, he does that. Take a swing.
4 points. I
4.
think that leaves him with 1.
4 points.
Generates whelp.
I think he just said he's got 3 left.
3 left. So these whelps, looks like there's 2 of them within an inch. So when Mulg gets up, he can comfort food them, or alternate food source, excuse me. Heal for D3 on each one. So if the fire doesn't get him, Mulg's still in this game.
Daughters of the Flame, anatomical precision,
And he's got daughters.
3
yeah.
stabs.
Yeah.
Daughters are advancing.
They're just going to come stab him up.
Yeah, poke holes in this giant troll laying on the ground. One's attacking a whelp.
Might as well.
You only got to stab Mulg 3 times, so poke, poke, poke.
Peace out, Mulg.
And out goes Mulg.
So that was
So
big.
nope, she did miss the whelp.
There's that.
But that's got to be a big relief off Brian. Kill
Yeah.
3 whelps, and he's back on tracking his control points.
I just want the Harbinger to cataclysm the other ones. that auto hit spell and just be like, just go away. just get out of here.
4 focus to kill a whelp.
Yeah. You want a control point, don't you?
Okay, fair. She could just stab it with a sword.
One of them. The other one, she'd have to cataclysm.
So we've got some Aronson here, stabbing whelps.
Oh, come on, use the Harbinger. Just walk up and stab it in the face.
She's got reach. She doesn't have to walk up.
Does she? Good for her.
Am I crazy?
No?
Well, I don't know if this means I'm not crazy.
Well,
but
shall we?
shot the whelp. Whelp goes bye-bye. So let's draw a little bit. Harbinger pulled off the rack. I'm going to do a little telestration here. Got that one whelp left.
Walks up.
Right
kills,
there.
Kills whelp. Yeah, I
she-
called it.
Got that clear space around here. He's just got to keep it, you know, I'm a little big, but he's got to keep that spot troll free, and the game's as good as his. Knights Exemplar charging the Axer over here on the far flag.
Might as well take out as much as you can.
And charging his own guy in the back. He killed one, which will... Does that trigger Bond of Brothers? Oh, yeah, it does. Just destroyed.
Oh, Axer's dead.
Axer goes away thanks to the
Exemplars?
Electro Troll.
Oh.
Saxon is going to run. Get up there in Rock's face. Nicaea is in the pool. And start stabbing fools.
Start stabbing some stone scribes.
Missed the
Missed it.
stone scribe.
I mean, she's in the water.
So Brian has scored another control point at the end of his turn, and we are over to Josh. If Josh does not do something about this
This is it. This is the turn.
on his turn,
That's game.
that is going to be game.
So I think he's going to be trying to get Rock in there. I don't know how he's going to do it. Oh, Rock frenzies. That's brutal.
I was going to say he's frenzying on the Covenant and not Saxon Auric because he doesn't want to miss Saxon Auric and get hit back thanks to blind spot.
So you know, he'll do 1 point of damage to the Covenant.
Yep. And the Storm Troll makes his frenzy check.
And frenzies.
And frenzies on Nicaea.
I have not seen this many frenzies in a game
No
in a
kidding.
long time. So that's... So he's got the Pyre Troll. He's got Doom Shaper. He's got the Stone Scribe Chronicler.
And Janissa.
Janissa and the Stone Scribes.
Yep. I mean, there's nothing
I
that
don't
can
even
get
know.
within 4 inches of that flag, right? Like,
I don't think so. I mean, he's thinking it through, right? Good on him.
Wow, what's Doomshaper's spell list look like? What do we got any tasty morsels there?
No, we don't. He's got admonition, doesn't do anything for this. Implacability doesn't do anything for this. Repudiate, unminding, nothing for this. Stranglehold, no. I don't know, man.
Yeah, Josh is
looking for a way out. He's looking for anything he could possibly do here to get something in there and contest. But even then, it's got to be something that can last through another
right.
turn,
I mean, it's
right?
just putting off what feels like the inevitable right now.
To me,
from my perspective.
It's got Josh checking control from Doomshaper. Probably looking to see if he has any chance for a last-ditch assassination. Which I'm not sure he does. Harbinger's sitting on 5 there.
I think she's sitting on more than 5.
Well, she gave 3 to the Devout. So maybe 7? I don't know. I can't count the tokens.
Seems really dangerous to have the Storm Troll in that pool.
Yes.
You do not want to have your electrical appliances near your recreational water sports.
I wouldn't call the Storm Troll an electrical appliance.
I bet Doomshaper does.
He might.
Get him, Toaster.
It's like a toaster.
Get him.
And we still see that game, the Kruger versus Asphyxius game, still going on behind Brian and Josh. So 2 long ones here. Still about 50 minutes on the clock between the 2 players, so maybe they have plenty of time still to play. See Jason Watt, another well-known player, all-around good guy, watching the game in the back.
Adrian Phenol, one of our hometown pals.
Yeah,
back in
another good
the
guy.
Seattle area.
Laughing, smiling, having a good time. Seems to be what War Machine Weekend's all about.
Absolutely. Once again, anybody that's just joining us, we're going to be streaming the final 2 rounds of the Invitational tomorrow.
Yep.
So come in and watch the culmination of that year-long massive event. And then, of course, right after this round, we've got the Gauntlet final rounds for this.
The Iron Gauntlet qualifier.
Yeah, as
okay, so it looks like we're going to see something happening here. So Doomshaper charging Gravis. He's going to punch him with the stick. Scroll Bear behind him. Surprised he didn't use time in the Mulger. Hits Gravis. Takes him off.
Unhorses him.
We think.
Or am I crazy? I'm not crazy.
Does it? Takes him off the horse. I mean, you're still crazy, Ed.
I like it when I'm not crazy. And he places him probably far back enough that he's not going to be able to hit him with melee. And
Zumi ends his activation.
I mean, do you see a tactical reason for that maneuver?
No.
And Nicaea gets killed by a Stone Scribe. And yeah, outside of martyrdom range, that 10-inch command.
High Troll advances. Hits a knight. Kills a knight. Second attack, boosting to hit. Hits a knight. Kills a knight.
Josh will score a control point at the end of this round,
Yes,
but
he will.
unfortunately, it might be too little too late.
Gravis gets his soul.
Let's take a look. I'm going to do a little illustration here, because I feel like we've got two 50 mil bases. It's a 4-inch.
And that's game.
That's
right there.
game. There's
Yep.
the
There's
handshake. Two great players.
What a great game! Like, just such brilliant defensive play from Brian the whole time. Just, he put the Harbinger exactly where he wanted her and didn't move.
Literally dug in, surrounded himself with a bunch of good defenses.
Yep.
And ultimately, it won him the game.
Absolutely. And, I mean, Josh put up a really good fight, right? Getting Mulg in there. Just Mulg's not easy to kill. He had to throw a lot of things at him to take him down.
I was stressed. Like, I was feeling it really, really hard. But ultimately, Brian pulls it out. Congrats. You guys will see him in the qualifier final coming up next after this.
Absolutely.
Which will be commentated by our own William Schick and William Hungerford.
Absolutely.
So expect lots of shenanigans there.
Yep. Well, thank you guys very much. Here from War Machine Weekend 2015. Hope you're having fun. We'll see you at the next round and tomorrow.